She a gamer?
We all know a sweet tooth, but Kylie Lowe would put most of them to shame. She's addicted to jelly snakes, a hardcore habit that's slowly killing her. So Kylie decided to get help to try and beat her craving.
Thanks to the Bits Reaper. Not even sour gummy worms?
You're in heaven, aren't you?
I am in heaven, yeah, absolutely.
How boring.
Salivating, looking at it.
And you thought
Not
you
even
had a
sour
sweet
gummy
tooth
worms.
problem.
Oh, where do you start?
When you need more than one snake in your gob at a time, there's a knack.
Really, you tie knots in them and you can... Oh my goodness. That is... I can see how you can go...
Is he here to help or enable her?
How many years has this been going on for?
Hardcore, probably about 10 years now.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, really hardcore.
When Snake Lady Kylie Lowe comes home, she heads straight for the
Oh, that's
waitress.
cool.
And her day,
I bet
her
half of
night,
those have expired.
her chores, are
like, within
always
the
with
last 10 years.
short-term company of a coloured friend that is sending her broke.
This lady would lose her
Tens of
fucking mind
thousands
at
of
good
dollars
candy.
easily.
And then there is another serious
I'm not
side
even a
to
candy
all
guy,
this,
but that's a
and
low
your
tier
heart
fucking
will
candy.
go out to her,
These snakes will be the death of me.
but we'll explain a little later.
Thanks
That's
for
the
the resub,
thing,
yeah,
they're
yeah.
hard to chew. It could have been worse. It could have been a Morella tube.
Chocolate just doesn't do it for Kylie.
Orange is my favourite flavour.
Do you like snakes, the real ones?
No, I don't like snakes.
But Kylie's not just a sneaky snake snacker.
Hey, Eric.
Then, can I go to your kitchen cupboards?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks for the 5 minutes.
You don't mind to wash it all down with a mother or two?
A
Mother?
serious sugar addict. But
What a
how
dumb
much?
name.
This man's about to tell her.
And a blatant
Hello,
ripoff
Kylie.
of Monster.
This is 2 months worth of all the sugar, your body weight in sugar, in all the energy drinks and all the snakes that you've been consuming.
I feel so ashamed.
You heard right. Every 2 months, Kylie is consuming 64 kilos of sugar in snakes and energy drinks.
There's no way. She wouldn't be alive.
Unbelievably disrespectful of me to so many people.
By
What?
that she means the person who gave her an organ.
I was on oxygen 24/7. I was in a wheelchair most of the time.
Thanks to the Prime Zombie.
You see, Kylie had cystic fibrosis and was near death at 44 kilos when she got the call to receive,
For a double lung transplant.
but the organ rejection drugs had a side effect.
I have transplant-related diabetes from my immunosuppression and the other medication that I have to be on to stay alive.
And it left her drained with no energy to even get out of bed. So that's when she turned to the lollies and drinks.
Exhausted. I had
I'm no doctor,
to-
but if that's what it was before, she's looking
working.
much better after.
So I would literally use.
I think it may have
energy
saved her.
And a packet of lollies as tool to be able to get through the next couple of hours at work. I cannot stop eating snakes and drinking energy drinks.
Her transplant is now in rejection.
We've now worked out that
so
the
too
diabetes
much.
is a huge contributor to my decline in health. And if I don't do something about it, then I'm going to die. They're going to kill me.
Snakes really are deadly.
The snakes are killing me.
Remember, she had the diabetes before
Thanks to
the
Tier
sugar
1
addiction, but the guilt
Nower.
of consuming all this just to
I said,
keep
hey,
going
Eric, what do you mean?
is tearing her apart.
I said
It's
hi, Eric.
not lost on me. Every minute of every day it goes through my mind. The sacrifice that my donor made and my donor's family
Thanks to the
made
resub, Fizz.
to give me another shot at life, and I owe it to them. I'm just so weak that I cannot put down a can of drink. I feel like I'm letting so many people down just because I don't have the fortitude to just say no more.
And it's a bloody lolly.
Exactly. I feel so weak. I feel so weak, and I feel so pathetic, and I feel like I'm letting everybody down.
Well, how about we
But
move
there
those
is
gummy
I'm
snakes?
confident that in 3 minutes we can break the habit.
Mark Stevens.
I can too. Remove the gummies and take all our money.
Author has
So she
done
can't
it
buy anymore.
1,000 times.
Can you believe you could break your habit in 3 minutes?
And he'll add another 6 bad habit people to that list today.
My cuticle biting, like I bite until my fingers
Is this
bleed.
just an ad for this guy's
There's
business?
a little piece of loose skin. You
I feel like I'm
just
falling
pick
for an
off.
ad.
I just keep picking it off.
I want to quit smoking.
Aaron, who's tried everything.
Patches, gum, sprays.
I would like to break the habit of drinking too much wine.
Anne, who likes a tipple.
S tier
one
candy,
becomes two,
Hershey's
two
milk
becomes
chocolate.
three, and I'm just a bit over that guilt feeling.
My habit is drinking too much Coca-Cola.
Next to Prime Popsicle
Kerry,
and
who's
Zinni.
had enough of the real thing.
I feel crap at the end of the day.
And Amy,
Prime
who
Dab Daddy.
cooks and eats in her sleep.
I had lit a gas stove and boiled potatoes and pasta.
Do you actually turn the oven and the stove on and off in the middle of the night?
Yeah, no, isn't that amazing?
And of course, our Kylie.
I desperately need to give up my addiction to energy drinks.
Wait, what do you
and
mean,
snack
hey-o?
lollies.
So
Hey-o,
here's the thing you
Eric.
might not realise.
Hey, man.
Mark tells them an addiction is simply a bad habit. Think about it. Take a pack-a-day smoker over 20 years.
That's 1.4
Eye-opening.
times
You mean an
somebody
addiction is
might
a
drag
habit?
cigarette.
That's not
The
good?
same thing when somebody's eating the lollies.
He's the
over
expert.
and over again, they're repeating the behaviour.
As anyone knows who has a bad habit, you often fail when trying to break it.
When you've repeated something thousands upon thousands of times, to try to just say, I won't do it, I won't do it. You wake up in the morning and say, I'm not going to do it by lunchtime. You give in because you're hardwired subconsciously to want to eat that sugar, have that cigarette, drink that wine.
For Kylie and these others,
Thanks to
the
Prime
fix,
Warning.
says Mark, is in the subconscious mind.
Oh,
Because we've seen
God.
yourself pick up the snake, drink the drink so many
Jesus
times,
Christ.
that image is stuck in our mind. And then when we can say, here's the picture, take that away, but let's bring in something else, a new behaviour, all of a sudden your brain says, no, this is what I want to do instead.
Bring to mind one problem food, a food you want to stop
Oh my
eating.
god, he
To
makes
flick that mind
YouTube like
switch, he has
hypno
them put a
videos.
picture of them doing their bad habit,
Picture the person you want to become.
and with a bit of hypnosis, replace that picture with a healthy piece of fruit or drink.
Feel yourself being drawn towards
They're
this
peddling a
picture.
scam.
And after 3 minutes of them working on their phones and pads with his app,
Instead of this, whoosh, this.
the
Oh
minds
my
of these
God.
apps suddenly switch.
That feels really, really good, actually.
Kylie is now revolted by snakes.
That's gross. Yeah, gross.
You wouldn't like one little snake?
He's done it! What? Holy shit!
No.
How long is this going to last for, though?
This is
He's the Super Saiyan of
And all done
breaking
by
addictions.
simply flicking a mind switch of her
A
eating
hero.
a snake and now eating fruit.
Anything's possible!
While the other picture gets
Look at what he's done. He made a slideshow and it saved her life.
Looks and feels dirty to me.
He got in your mind, didn't he?
He did. He did. That's incredible.
That's
Call me a
nuts.
skeptic, but surely this didn't work for the rest of them.
No, I don't like the smell.
But
don't like the
this,
smell.
isn't this
Oh,
your
what?
favourite wine though?
But you were on my iPad, right? And you remember you used to like this.
I got my water. I'm fine.
What are you thinking of?
Oh my
Thinking
fucking
how
god.
disgusting that is as a habit.
Every one of them is revolted by their former bad habit.
Good riddance.
This is especially shameful considering he's preying on people with addictions. Knowing
After a
full well his
decade of
garbage
one
doesn't help.
weird addiction,
That's fucked.
Snake Lady Kylie appears to be clean. Let's hope for her sake those snakes won't be so deadly after all.
goodbye.
Ever, ever.
Good job, well done.
That's
And since we filmed that story last week, Kylie's told us she hasn't touched a snake or energy drink. And that's the first time
incredible.
in a decade. Look after
Ah,
yourself,
comments
Kylie.
are
For
off.
more
I
information on Mark.
wow. So that whole thing was an ad for a scam. Jackson always told me the ACA was pretty scummy, but I like them for their stupid little local stories. That was a lot worse than I was expecting. Wow. People turn to that as like an actual news source, and they're peddling a con artist who preys on vulnerable people with dangerous addictions and gives them something knowing full well it will not help. Jesus. Man's a fucking genius.